Hello, everyone, and welcome to the world of Territorial IO. This is a real-time strategy version of Risk Global Domination. Essentially, your goal here is to start with a little territory and a little army, and you need to conquer the entire board. As you can see at the start of the game, we choose our starting location. I'm looking to choose somewhere near the top middle, away from the other human players, who are highlighted in yellow. As we begin, you can see me sending out more troops in the bottom. That bottom bar, when you bring it up, you're sending more of your army out. If you bring it down, you're going to send less of your army out. So right now I'm sending about 65% or so of my army out to capture some land. You don't want to send out too many troops too early, or you'll leave yourself very vulnerable. Essentially, the goal of this is to capture as much land as possible while using the least amount of troops while you're capturing your land. So right here, we're grabbing up all the free land that no players and no bots have. You can see the stats in the top right of the map. Humans have 70. We have 72 humans, 418 bots right now. Any game that is hosted that has more than 100 humans, you actually don't get to choose where your starting location is. You just have to hope you get a good one. So we've grabbed up all the free land that's available. Now we're going to start working on the bots. So the bots do attack generally aggressively here. You can see them sending out all of their troops. As soon as they send out their troops, you can see these low numbers, 20s or 1. As soon as they send out their troops, I'm sending my troops over into the bots. I'm boating across this little river here to grab some land on the western side. Once we capture most of the bots, we're going to be in a political type game where we're going to have to coordinate with our opponents, ally with some, work together with others, try to capture as much land as we can, betray the people that are weak beside us, etc., etc. Now, as you can see on the top left of the screen, I'm currently in 5th. The number to the right of my name is my pixel count, which determines how much land I'm currently holding. The important thing to note is the more land you hold, the faster your army is going to build. So we're getting troops every second we're building up. We're taking a moment here to let our army build up before we extend into some players. It's important to be as strong as possible so other players feel too intimidated to attack you. Ideally, the more troops you have, the better your territory is defended. So if people hit you, they will be taking less of your land because you have more army defending. If someone has a low army count but a high land count, then any troops invested into attacking them is going to take a larger portion of their land. You can see we were kind of teaming on bot Soviet Union. That's not an actual bot. Someone just named themselves that. You could tell that by the different color in their name as opposed to the bot Pro just to the south east of him. So we have now ensured we are second in the pixel count on the top left. We're just a little bit behind Barack Obama. I think he's in the southeastern part of the map at the current moment. You can see I'm allying with a couple people beside me, but not everybody, right? A lot of the time, you're going to want to ally with people to one side of you and maybe try to work on the people on the other side. Right now, I'm capturing some free land from this bot, taking as much as I can. You can see I'm still maintaining second place in the pixel count on the top left. On the top right, you can notice we're down to 37 humans. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Now that all the bots are cleared out around us, we're going to work on our diplomacy. So we're allied with Hadesi and House of Targaryen south and east of us. As you can see, we've got the alliance hands on. So naturally, you'd think I would want to start working to the left of me, right? Going west. But at 14 in Roman numerals, you can see he's got almost 3 million troops. I don't want to be swinging into someone with 3 million troops right now. And the guy to the east of me had very little troops, and Pork's Oricinium was working on him. So I managed to ally with Pork's, and we took out that guy in the middle. We both gain a drastic amount of land from that, and we lose very little. So now I'm looking, everybody around me is rather large, except for the old player 130 something down there just below me, but I don't have access to him. So you can see me, I'm trying to send emotes to my opponents around me, trying to get them to attack each other. You can see in the bottom right there, Barack Obama sitting there. He's almost at 60,000 pixels. If you look at the leaderboard, he just passed it. Something to note in Territorial, when you pass 60,000 pixels, your attacks actually are faster. So if you're attacking somebody and capturing land, it actually happens a lot quicker. So if a few people are attacking the same landmass, but only one person's over the 60,000 pixels, they're going to be capturing that rather quickly. You can see here I turned on House of Targaryen. He was rather weak, and I do need to get him out of here. I've got really good borders on him. So it means my attacks are going to capture most of his land. And you can see at the end there, he sent everything he had into me as a suicide, but it didn't hurt me that much, and I get almost all of his land. An interesting thing to note in this game is there is a defender's advantage, right? When you're attacking somebody, you lose twice as many troops as they do. So if you send 1,000,000 troops into somebody, you will lose 1,000,000 and they will lose 500,000. So defending is always best if people are hitting you considerably. And it's something to keep in mind when you start attacking people. So I've allied with Porks on the right, and I've had a good relationship with him so far this entire game. So I decided to jump in and go left. I'm hoping Porks, Great Ontario, and that Corgi Zerva in the bottom right are going to start working on Barack Obama together as a team. I believe I noticed Porks attacking Barack. Yeah, he's attacking him right now. And I see Greater Ontario, he full sent all of his troops somewhere, so I'm taking his free land. If you saw that, if anybody's number goes from a large number to 0 instantly, you know they've sent all of their troops at somebody, and you try to capture their land if you're bordering them as quick as you can. You can also notice my attacks, the bar at the bottom, I'm sending out a little over 10, maybe 15% of my troops each attack. So the guy to my left, number 14, Roman numerals, he bought it out because he knew his time was running out. And instead of full sending, he just left. So we capture almost all of his land. You can see I have the crown above my head now in the top left. I am the person with the lead. Porks Orsinium has managed to team up on Barack Obama with some others. He now has more land than Barack Obama as well. You can see Porks and me communicating with our alliance chat. He's sending me a thumbs up. I'm just capturing all these little islands here. It looks like I missed on the left side. Somebody full sent a lot of available land and I didn't see it because I was focused on these little islands. Such a waste. Don't focus on them when you've got a big lead. They're not worth it. Now, I'm only bordering 3 people. One of them is in a good alliance with me and Porks. So I'm looking to ally here with Byzantium and then just completely attack the left side of the board. If I can capture out all these small guys on the left side of the board, yep, iOS user 160 sends all of his troops at me. And look how fast I capture this because I'm over 60,000 pixels and the other people attacking him are below it. I get all of that land. And it's actually good for me. I was going to have to chunk through his 3 million troops, which would have cost me 6 million. But because he full sent into me, his 3 million only killed 1.5 million of my troops. So I actually got him cheaper because he suicided me. So now I'm in a great position. I have 121,000 pixels. Porks is just under 100,000. And we have a great alliance. So the only people that I could really worry about are the rest, right? And Barack's not even bordering me. So now I'm choosing to go into Chosantu in the top left. If I can take his land out and swoop the whole left side of the board, I can capture this and take the victory. The one thing you see I am doing, though, is I'm not over-attacking with my troops. I'm letting them build up a little bit before I send each attack, because at some point it is worthwhile for Porks Orsinium and Bomb Cam Village to team up on me, right? And get Byzantium in there. I have a lead, and if they don't stop me, I will be able to run away with the game. So a lot of the times an alliance will kind of backfire, and people will stab you in the back. So I am attacking Chosantu relatively slowly and consistently. But I'm maintaining a troop number that means it's not really worth it to backstab me, or it's difficult to want to backstab me. They should definitely be doing it right now, but they're not. You can see Chosantu is signaling with a shield icon, meaning he's only going to defend and he's not going to send into me. So I'm going to take 11 million troops to kill his 5.5, as opposed to if he full sends me. And also you see Bomb Cam Village all of a sudden goes on me. He knows his chance to win the game is he needs to stop me before I get big. So Bomb Cam Village is now going into me considerably, and he's probably signaling to Byzantium and Porks Orsinium to both hit me as well. But neither of them are taking the bait. I'm allied with them, and it looks like they're honoring that for now. Barack Obama did eventually go down in the bottom right. Orsinium and Corgi Zerva managed to tag team him and eliminate him. So Porks Orsinium now has taken over the crown for the time being. I believe in his best interest, it's either to crush me now, or if he chunks out Corgi Zerva before I capture the left side of the board. I'm still taking hits from Bomb Cam, but now you can see I switched targets to him. You can see Bomb Cam has way more land than Chosantu and barely more troops guarding it. And Byzantium full sends right there out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it, but I do capture a good chunk of his land for that. Always be ready to watch both sides of the map so you can see when somebody just decides to quit. You never know who's pissing who off on what side of the board, but if you're bordering them, always just keep a peripheral view. I've missed plenty of times a ton of free land because of stuff like that. So right now, yeah, Bomb Cam and Chosantu, similar in troops. I'm taking the guy out with more land. He full sends all of his troops into me, meaning I get his land faster. And look how fast I capture it compared to the people around me because of my pixel count, right? And now I'm over attacking just slightly to capture all that land. Corgi Zerva turns on me and immediately Porks Oricinium punches into Corgi Zerva. One of the things I did earlier in the game, which I forgot to go over, was I sent an emote to Porks Oricinium, and it was the medal number 2. And a lot of the times when you send that to a player, it's saying, hey, I'm happy with second place, or we can go first and second together if you'll take second place. And when I sent him that, he did send me a thumbs up. So it's kind of like an offer to go 1 and 2 and go right to the end together. I actually don't believe that I noticed Corgi Zerva turn on me there. Because he hit me, I think I was so focused on the left side of the board, I didn't see it in the moment. Because if I saw it in the moment, I think I would have killed him. But in this case, I think I might let him live. I'm not quite sure, but I know Porks Oricinium is not someone I'm going to be killing. So I do like to honor my alliances. If you're from my Risk channel, you know I do try to honor my alliances as best as I can. So we're going to take out this Drew guy in the corner here. One of the things in this game is if you're weak at the start and you don't play aggressive, you're not going to get a chance to have a good game. You might just hang on until the big guy kills you, or you hope he lets you live. But where's the fun in waiting 10 minutes for him to wipe the board and I get to barely survive. Yeah, so I give a thumbs up to Zerga. I'm going to wipe out Persian Empire. On watch back of this game, I should have killed Zerva. I didn't realize he betrayed me at some point. Definitely would have liked to wipe him out there, but I didn't. So for those of you that have enjoyed watching this video, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Stick around. This is going to be my variety channel. I am a Risk content creator first and foremost. On my main channel, this channel is going to have a little bit of Risk. It's going to have some Territorial. I'm going to throw in some Catan. May play some Final Fantasy or some Hogwarts Legacy or God of War. There may be a bunch of things on this channel. If you're interested in me in general and variety games, I'm going to bring you the best I can in all of those. So stay tuned for more. Thanks for hanging out to the end of this video. Take care.